Okay, see all of you. Okay, so we have discussed about briefly regarding average speed and average velocity, but some of the basics which we have to discuss today is here. So if you take a so I have taken the circle. Okay, this is a circle of center C or center O, whatever it may be. You have to find out what is distance small d and displacement s. How to find out these two? Okay, for four different cases. How to find out all this? For four different cases. What is the four different cases? For example, this is going to be the starting point 1. Okay, so you have started from here, you have taken one complete revolution, again you came to here. Okay, so this is a starting point and B is also there itself. B is also there itself. Now, see here, starting point is this. I have taken a complete revolution, again you came there itself. Then what is going to be the distance here? Yes, the distance is taken as d. The total distance is taken as d, which is nothing but the circumference of a circle if the radius of the circle is taken as r. Understand? And what is the meaning of displacement? Displacement is nothing but initial point is a, final point is also a only, that is B is also at a only. Then the displacement is nothing but a simple definition of displacement is starting point, ending point, and the distance between the 2 points, which can be explained as a straight line distance. 2 points you take and draw one straight line, that is going to be the displacement. I told you already. Okay, so now starting point also that one, ending point also that one only. So where you can draw a straight line, you can't draw a straight line. So displacement is going to be how much? 0. Okay, so this is case 1 where we call it as a complete circle. What is this? For a complete circle, distance is taken as 2 pi r and displacement is taken as 0. Okay, now here, if you are going to consider here for half circle, if you take a half circle, what happens? That means here, this is going to be the diameter of a circle, and a boy or a body has started from A and it has traveled to B, that is called as half circle. Half circle from here to here. Okay, and you know what is the radius of a circle is r, and this is also going to be the radius. So what is the distance and displacement? distance is taken as small d, displacement is taken as s. So distance is nothing but this path you have to consider. Displacement means you have to consider initial point, final point, and draw a straight line. That is going to be the displacement, isn't it? So here distance is going to be 2 pi r is going to be the circumference of a complete circle. 50% of that means half of the circumference is going to be 2 pi r by 2, which is nothing but pi r. And what is going to be the displacement? See, displacement. What is displacement? We got a distance here now, which is nothing but pi r. Displacement means this straight line, which is nothing but 2r, r plus r 2r. This is for a half circle. This is for a half circle. Then what happens for what happens to the distance and displacement for 1/4 of a circle? For example, this is going to be your initial point, okay, and now from here to here, this line you have drawn from here to here, this line, this is going to be point B, okay. So you have traveled along this path, and you know displacement is nothing but starting point, ending point. You draw a straight line like this. This is going to be the displacement. So here, first thing is you will write a distance, okay, distance which is given by small d, okay. The total circumference is going to be 2 pi r divided by 4, because it's nothing but 1/4 of a circle. 1/4 of a circle. So it's nothing but we will write it as pi r by 2, because 2 1 times 2 2 times gives you, okay, what is that? Pi r by 2. Then what is going to be the displacement here? Displacement means yes. Okay, so this is going to be the radius, this is going to be the radius, this is 90 degrees, and this is it is going to be how much? For example, this is A, this is O, and this is B. So this is going to be the hypotenuse, this is side and this is side. Both the sides are same. Hypotenuse means Pythagoras, if you apply r square plus r square, which is nothing but 2r square. R comes outside, r root 2. R comes outside, it's going to be r root 2. So displacement is nothing but how much? It is r root 2. Understood what I am saying now? Next, here, what is the fourth case? What is the fourth case? Let us see. So to understand the fourth case, you have to imagine one hexagon inside the circle. Why you are imagining hexagon? I will discuss about that one also. Here, if you observe, this is going to be the starting point A, and it is divided into 6 parts. So now 1 by 6th of a circle. So previously it was 1/4, and finally 1/6 of a circle. If you consider what is going to be the distance and what is going to be the displacement. So you have taken one center here, you have drawn one line, and you have drawn one more line here. Okay, so drawn line like this. Now see, displacement means along this point AB. Yellow line gives you distance. This is going to be distance, and this part is going to be displacement. Okay, and you should remember that in a hexagon, if you cut one piece of a hexagon, this is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees, and this is 60 degrees. You will get an equilateral triangle whose radius is going to be same. When all the three angles are same, this side is also R only. It's an equilateral triangle. Hope you understood this one. So here, what is going to be the displacement in this? What is going to be the distance in this case? First of all, see, this yellow colored line represents distance, curved path. Displacement means straight line between 2 points. A is the initial point, B is the final point, because you have to consider only 1/6 of a circle. So initial point, final point, draw one line, it's going to be distance, displacement. So distance is going to be how much? 2 pi r by 6, which is nothing but pi r by 3. And you are going to find out what is the displacement. Displacement means A and B, and draw a straight line. Displacement is going to be r. That's it. Appears to be very silly. What is this you are explaining, sir? No. Just see. Just see what type of questions are coming in the previous years. Then you'll understand that how much important it was to discuss all these points now. Yes. So this was the first question, latest question asked in JEE mains. So I am happy to announce that this year I am not going to discuss even a single bit of your NEET PYQs. PYQs should be solved by you only. I am solving all the PYQs of JEE mains. I have decided that I will not teach NEET because the shocking paper was it. The 2026 paper was so shocking that even JEE main students also can't solve 4 to 5 problems in that. So we have to raise the level. You go to any institute in Kota, all have stopped teaching NEET PYQs. No, no one will teach. All have raised their standards. They have started teaching JEE mains, and sometimes in some of the top batches they started teaching even JEE advanced also. Okay, as I am very familiar with this, I have taught more JEE mains only than your NEET in Narayana College. So it's very easy for me to teach JEE mains and dead easy to teach. It's a level 1 problems of JEE mains. Your NEET problems are level 1 problems of JEE mains in our what previous year colleges have taught there. Okay, so it's very simple to solve the problems of JEE mains, but the thing is you need to have some awareness about little more awareness in mathematics. Maths lo chala strong undali. So let us see how to solve this problem now. Okay, so see this one. There is a new unit alpha for a length chosen such that it is equal to speed of a light in vacuum. Okay, so speed of a light in vacuum, for this the units are considered as alpha. Okay, alpha units. What is the distance between the Venus and the Earth in terms of units if the light takes 6 minutes 40 seconds to cover the distance? 6 minutes and 40 seconds to cover the distance. Let us imagine this is a point. Okay, the Venus, and this is a point which is considered as Earth. Now, okay, so from Venus to the Earth, if you draw a straight line, he is asking us to find out what is the distance covered. He is asking us to find out what is the distance covered. Okay, so what is the distance covered? So how do you find out the distance? You all know speed. See, speed is nothing but distance by time. So distance is nothing but speed into time. Distance is nothing but speed into time. So we write distance as speed into time here. Okay. So what is the speed given? Speed is alpha here. What is speed? Speed is given in terms of alpha here. Okay. So speed is going to be alpha here. Then you write alpha into time. You have to convert this into seconds here. 6 minutes means 6 into 60 gives you seconds, and plus 40 give you total in seconds. Minutes is seconds lo convert chesukovala, and seconds you write like that only. So 360 plus 40, which is going to be how much? 400. Okay, so alpha, the unit of velocity chosen as equal to speed of light. Alpha ante velocity annadu vade, and time is nothing but how much? 400 into 400. So the distance travel is nothing but 400 into alpha is going to be your answer. So correct option is B here. Hope you understood. Understand here? Now let us see here. पैसा चाह जाओ वहां से चाह ये कितने बार बोले तो ऐसा कर रहा भाई कि मेरे लोग जरा जल्दी आओ जी. देखो बच्चे 8:30 को आओगे बढ़िया रे. मैं लेट आ रहा हूँ 9:45 को आ रहा हूँ. जल्दी रहता मैं अच्छा रहता, वैसा करे तो मुश्किल होता मेरे को, घड़ी घड़ी उधर खोलना डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं क्लास में शूट करता हूँ आज यहाँ बिकॉज వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ एक बार सुने तो ఒకసారి వింటే అర్థం కాదు ఇది నేను షూట్ చేస్తా ప్రతి క్లాస్ షూట్ చేసి మీ గ్రూప్లో పెడతా when you see after 1 week you will understand when you see after 1 month you will understand see what are the new students will join here this class will not be sufficient after 1 week we have to divide into two sections one juniors one seniors will be there okay this is the last warning for you you have disturbed me a lot and ma'am tomorrow I am not going to allow you stupid fellow disturb the whole class whole atmosphere changed my mood acting okay now okay why I have explained all those because of these problems which have been asked in latest 2025 okay then just see this how the question was asked how to solve this problem it's the latest question okay see a sportsman run around a circular track of radius r such that he traversed the path AB. The distance traveled and displacement is how much? See, he has traveled from here AB, again BA, again AB. Means how much? One and half. One circle and half circle. One and a half circle he has traveled. So how do you write? How do you write the distance here? Distance is yes, displacement is distance is d, displacement is yes. So for one circle it is one circumference, for half circle it is pi r, so totally it is going to be 3 pi r, and no displacement, see complete one circle, okay. So again for example if you take anti-clockwise, complete one circle, again half circle means initial point is this one, final point is that one, draw a straight line, this is r, this is r, so answer is 2 pi, answer is just 2r, so your correct option is this one. Hope you understood. So how important this type of model questions are. So let us see what's going to happen now. See here. Now, a cyclist starts from a point P of a circular ground and the radius of the ground is taken as r and travels along the circumference to point S. So it is shown that he has traveled like this from this starting point and now he has completed how much from here to here, that is 3/4 of a circle, isn't it? He has traveled 3/4 of a circle. He didn't travel P to S like this because it's clearly shown in the arrows. He has traveled like this and he is asking us to find out the displacement. So displacement is given by S. Starting point, ending point, draw a straight line. So this is R, this is R, hypotenuse is R root 2. That's it. So your answer is R root 2 by applying the Pythagoras theorem, which was the fourth case. R, this is under root of R square plus R square is 2R square, that is R root 2. Understood what I am saying now? So this is RO2. He didn't ask us distance, but if you want to find out the distance, how are you going to find out the distance? Distance is given by letter D. So it is nothing but 3/4 of a total circumference 2 pi r, isn't it? 3/4 of a total circumference. Circumference means 2 pi r. Mukkal bhagam, mukkal kg enter kada, 3/4 is going to be this one. So you write 2 ones, 2 twos. So 3/2 pi r is going to be the distance here. Is it understood? Hope you have understood this one. Clear? Anybody, any doubts are there? So this is the explanation. Now let us move on. Let us move on to the next topic, which is very important. We have started, we have given a certain basics of that, which is called as now. First of all, what is the distance, what is the difference between these two? Let us say, let us discuss. We have discussed about velocity, we have discussed about speed also. What is the slight difference between these two? Let us see here now. Ain't a difference here. Let us see this one. For example, this is position A, this is position B, okay, and the path followed by you to travel to your house. For example, position A is your house and position B is your college, okay, and the distance traveled by you is 10 kilometers, okay, 10 kilometers. Understood? Distance traveled by is 10 kilometers and the time taken by you is half an hour. Is half an hour. How much time you have taken? Half an hour time you have taken. You have gone on a bicycle or a bike, let us imagine. Huh? It takes half an hour. Traffic jam. Traffic jam. Jam. Daily traffic jam. To ask your father, Dad, daily traffic jam is there. Traffic is so jam that bread if you get, I'll eat in the jam. So I can't go to college like this. I have to go to college very fastly. Please purchase me one helicopter. Yes, yes, I have planned to purchase. Next week, your birthday is there on July 10th. So I have ordered one helicopter. So this is coming to you on Monday onwards. You have to go next Monday onwards. You can go on a helicopter. So what you have done here now? You have started here. This is your house. You have constructed one helipad, and on the college also you asked, you requested your principal to or a director to construct one helipad. We will give money for that. Take this money. Take 2 lakhs. Construct one helipad for my son. Okay, okay, ready, ready. So helipad is ready now. You have started from here. You went to the college on helicopter. Helicopter will not follow the road path. The road is jagata isko accident. It's in the air. You will never think of road. Just raise your helicopter above your house up to 20 meters. Directly you can see your college. Oh, there is a college. Directly you are seeing the college. It goes in a straight line, reach the college here, and the distance of the college is just how much? 5 kilometers. It is 5 kilometers, that's it. And you have taken just 1/4 of a hour. 15 minutes you have taken, let us imagine. You have taken 1/4 of an hour. So, with this explanation, you are getting a clear idea about what is velocity. See, velocity is given by letter V, but there is one arrow because it's a vector. It's a vector, it is having magnitude and direction. So velocity is nothing but displacement by time. So this is the displacement given by S, distance is given by always letter D. So displacement by time. So how much is the displacement? 5 kilometers and the time is 1/4. So speed is going to be nothing but 5 4s are 20. So 20 kilometers per hour speed to helicopter going. Speed. Okay, this is called as velocity. This is going to be velocity. Speed. Speed is given by letter V only, but there won't be any bar on that. V, just that's it. Speed is nothing but distance by time. Okay, so distance means this is a curved path which is called as a distance here now, and distance is going to be 10 kilometers. It's going to be half an hour. Distance by time, time is half an hour. So it's going to be how much? 20. You want to That's also same. How is it possible? Yes. 10 kilometers. 5 fourths 20. 1/4. Time తక్కువ తీసుకొని కదా 20 kilometers per hour. That's also 20 kilometers per hour. Okay. So this is going to be your speed and velocity. Hope you understood the difference. Okay, so once you understand the difference, let us go for average speed. Average speed. So very important topic. How many questions are asked in previous year in NEET and JEE mains? Plenty of questions have been asked on this. So let us see what is the meaning of average speed. So average speed is nothing but there are some positions like 1, position 2, position 3, and so on like this. So you have traveled a distance d1, speed v1, sorry, distance d1 in time t1. You have traveled a distance d2 in time t2, and so on, distance d3 and time t3, and so on like this. So you all know what is the formula for average speed. So v average is nothing but it is total distance traveled by total time taken. So what is the total distance traveled? D1 plus D2 plus D3 and so on by T1 plus T2 plus T3 and so on. This is called as an average speed. So in an average speed, there are two types of average speeds. How many types are there? There are two types of average speeds. What are two types of average speeds? Let us see. The first thing, second thing, okay, and this is here. Okay, now just see, this is just average speed, and now this is called as distance average speed. This is called as time average speed. This is called as case 1 and this is called as case 2. Okay, now Now, we have known that average speed definition general formula I have given in the back page. So, how many types are there? Distance average speeds are there. In which case 1 is there, case 2 is there. Time average speed, there is no different cases. Only one case is there in time average speed. So, this is going to be your diagram which shows a flow chart about how many types of speeds are possible. Now, let us see what's going to happen now. Each one by one. So, distance average speed. Distance average speed, there I have told that there are two cases. This is case 1 and the another one is case 2. What is the difference between these two cases? Let us see. Here, a body has traveled same distance in time, in speed v1 and next distance in speed v2. For example, it has traveled from Kurnool to Jadcherla and Jadcherla to Hyderabad. The distance from Kurnool to Jadcherla, let us imagine 100 kilometers, and again from Jadcherla to Hyderabad again 100 kilometers. So distances are same, but speeds are different. Let us imagine that speeds are given as 40 kilometers per hour first from Kurnool to Jadcherla. Jadcherla to Hyderabad, it is going to be 60 kilometers per hour. Let us imagine this much data is given. That's it. Okay, this is case 2. Let us take case 1. A body has traveled from Kurnool to Jadcherla. Okay, a distance d of 100 kilometers with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, and again return to Kurnool from there itself. The distance is also same 10 kilometers, and the return while returning the speed was more 60 kilometers per hour. Understood? So here also half distance, remaining half distance are same. This is going to be going distance and coming distance. Distances are same in both the cases. Distances are going to be same in both the cases. That's why it is called as distance average speed. So for both the cases, formula is going to be same. Let me discuss about the formula here. Okay, so formula will not change in both the cases. But what is your general formula? General formula means not a girlfriend here. GF means general formula. V average is nothing but total distance is D1 plus D2 and the total time is T1 plus T2. Okay, but in the discussion, he has said that a bus is going from Kurnool to Jadcherla with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour and the same distance from Jadcherla to Hyderabad with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, then find an average speed or not. But he doesn't give what is the time in this case. He didn't give the time for us. Time going to discussion level. So you have to replace this time. Again, he says that a bus has traveled from Kurnool to Jadcherla 100 kilometers with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour and returned from Jadcherla to Kurnool again in 60 kilometers per hour speed. Here also he didn't discuss about the time. For both the cases, same formula. As there is no discussion of time here, you have to replace. You know, velocity is nothing but distance by time. Time is nothing but distance by velocity. Time goes this side, velocity goes down here. So you have to replace times because time is not given. So how do you keep the formula time inside the formula? Time is not there, bad time for us. Change that time, write in terms of distance and speeds. So what will you do now? V average, you write distance as d1 and d2. Time can be written as d1 by v1. Just like t is equal to d by v, t1 is equal to d1 by v1, t2 is equal to d2 by v2. But in all these cases, you know d1 and d2 are going to be same here. Okay. So as they are going to be same, so what will you write now? Let us see. So here d1 v average, d means you write d1 means d only. So this is d by v1. Here also d by v2. So common out d, you will get 1 plus 1. You common out d, you will get 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. Cancel out this d. So numerator gives you 2. So cross multiplication v1 v2 is the LCM. Product of the denominators is going to be the LCM. Numerators will be the sum of the velocities. You know the basics of mass. So V average 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2 is going to be your shortcut formula for all the problems of this type where distances are going to be same. So if it's a double case. If it is a case of triplet case means what? A body has traveled from A to B, again B to C, again C to D. Okay, C to D. Here, if you imagine the distances, the first 1/3 and the second 1/3 and the third 1/3 distance. Okay, 1/3 distance. Speeds are V1, V2, and V3. He doesn't mention any time. Instead of double cases, he has given triple cases. 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. So a same formula you will apply. That is d1 plus d2 plus d3 by t1 plus t2 plus t3. As there is no discussion of time, we will replace times in terms of distance and velocities. So d1 plus d2 plus d3 divided by d1 by v1 plus d2 by v2 plus d3 by v3. Okay, so now as you know that d1 is equal to d by d2 is equal to d3 is equal to d by 3. So we can write all the distances as d by 3 plus d by 3 plus d by 3 divided by d by 3 divided by v1, d by 3 divided by v2, again d by 3 divided by v3. So common out all d by 3 is 1 plus 1 plus 1 divided by d by 3. If you common out 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 here. Okay, so d by 3 gets cancelled. What is left in the numerator? V average speed. This numerator is 3. LCM means product of the denominators V1, V2, V3. Okay. Now, what are getting in the numerator here? So V1 దీంతో డివైడ్ చేస్తే ఏం మిగిలింది V2 V3 మిగిలింది. So we write V2 V3 plus V2 divided by this one gives you V1 V3 plus V3 divided here V1 V2 is left. So V1 V2. So V average is comes to numerator 3, V1, V2, V3. You write in the order so that we can remember V1, V2 plus V2, V3 plus V3, V1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1. Like this, if you write, easy to remember the formula. Okay. Hope you have understood this. This is going to be your formula for triple cases. So why I have discussed so many examples, so many cases here. Distance average speed is over. Distance average speed is over. So if you observe the starting point here, what did I say? What did I say here? I said that, so I have completed distance average speed case 1 and case 2. Okay, and I have discussed about case 3, which is a triplet case. Triple cases here now. So everything is over. Now time average speed you have to discuss. So what is the meaning of time average speed? Let us discuss what is the meaning of time average speed. So here let us see. So here this is Kurnool. Let us imagine. Okay. Let us take some other place, Nandyal. Okay. Now take another place, Arlagadda. అని పేరు పెట్టినారు కొత్తగా చేంజ్ చేసినాడు ఆ పేరు అర్థమైందా ఇంకా ఈ పేరు ఏం పెట్టినారో గ్లాస్ అని పెట్టినారేమో మళ్ళీ ఏమన్నా ఇంగ్లీష్లో తెలియదు మనకి సో see now just see first for example I have given this is the case of time average speed okay సో నేను బూతులు మాట్లాడుతున్నా సార్ అంటే నేను బూతులు కాదు సత్యాలే మాట్లాడుతున్నా అది ప్రాబ్లమాటిక్ ఇండియా పేర్లు దట్స్ థింగ్ హియర్ హూ ఇస్ దిస్ సార్ ఓపెన్ చేయి బాబు ఏది సార్ కోచింగ్ సెంటర్ దీని పైన గినిచ్చేసి ఓకే సో టైమ్ యావరేజ్ స్పీడ్ అంటే ఏం తెలుసా ఏ బాయ్ హ్యాస్ a car has traveled from Kurnool to Nandyal. First time 1 hour he has taken. First 1 hour he has traveled and the speed was 60 kilometers per hour. Nandyal to Arlagadda again he has taken 1 hour but the speed was 40 kilometers per hour. That's the reason we call it as time average speed because here time is mentioned, same times are mentioned. Speeds are different. So how do you write this shortcut formula for this? How do you prepare a shortcut formula? First thing is you have to write a GF, girlfriend, general formula. There is D1 plus D2 divided by T1 plus T2. So as you have seen, there is no mentioning of distances here in this case. Distances going to discussion. You have to replace the distance. Previously there was no discussion of times. Here there is times గురించి discussion ఉంది distances గురించి discussion లేదు so we all know that v is equal to d by t so d is equal to vt okay so you have to write now d1 is nothing but v1 t1 d2 is nothing but v2 t2 because d is vt so you write it as t1 plus t2 okay so this is now just and this is understood that T1 is equal to T2 is equal to T same either it is 1 hour or 2 hours what first 2 hours second 2 hours అనొచ్చు first 30 minutes second 30 minutes అనొచ్చు ఏదైనా whatever it may be so the formula is times are going to be same so V average is nothing but V1T V2T plus T plus T T plus T ante so common out T you will get V1 plus V2 common out T you will get 1 plus 1 tt gets cancelled so V average is nothing but V1 plus V2 by 2 so this is just like your general average first unit test లో ఎంత వచ్చినాయిరా మార్కులు 100కి 80 సెకండ్ యూనిట్ టెస్ట్ లో ఎంత వచ్చినాయిరా 60 ఎందుకురా తగ్గినాయి మార్కులు సార్ ఫస్ట్ యూనిట్ టెస్ట్ లో లూజ్ లెక్చర్ పడినాడు సెకండ్ లో మేడం టైప్ చేసింది సార్ చాలా కాపీ కొట్టి ఛాన్స్ దొరకలే యావరేజ్ పడిపోయింది సార్ what is an average 60 plus first 80 kada so 80 plus 60 by 2 how much it is going to be 140 by 2 so average is how much 70 kilometers per hour this is a general average whenever time comes time is same means general average దీని ఏమంటాం తెలుసా In mathematics, we call it as arithmetic mean. We call it as, okay. So we call it as arithmetic mean. So whenever these type of formulas will come, we call it as we call it as harmonic mean. Harmonic mean లేదా harmonic average, harmonic mean అంటాం దీన్ని. 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2 అంటే that is called as harmonic mean. So this is called as arithmetic mean. Arithmetic means maths law. General average. Understood? Is it clear what I am saying now? So this is the concept for time, average, speed. So what are the problems coming in previous years? Okay, so don't worry, సార్ ఏదో నీట్ చెప్పాడంట, జేఈ మెయిన్స్ చేపిస్తాడంట, మరి నీట్ ఎట్లా మనది అంత హై లెవెల్లో ప్రిపేర్ అయితే లో లెవెల్లో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తే ఎట్లా చేయాలా? ఇదేంది క్వశ్చన్, తిక్క క్వశ్చన్. సెకండ్ ఫ్లోర్ నుంచి దుంకడం అలవాటు చేసుకున్నప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ నుంచి దుంకడం కష్టమా? పేరెంట్ అడిగినాడు మనం. లేదు సార్ ఇంకా స్టాండర్డ్ పెంచేస్తున్నాం సార్, మేమంతా జేఈసి చెప్తున్నాం సార్ అంటే, సార్ లో లెవెల్ అడుగుతాడు సార్ మళ్ళీ. ఇదేంటి రా లో లెవెల్ అడుగుతా ఏంది ఆయన, ఇద్దరు పిల్లలు ఉన్నాడు, ఒక పిల్లలతో కాపురం చేయలేదు రా ఆయన. అవునా కదా? స్ట్రాంగ్గా ప్రిపేర్ అయితే ఈజీ కదరా, ఇంకా ఈజీ అనేది, అవునా? అంతే కదనా చిన్ని చుక్క? సరే, ఓకే. సో లెట్స్ సీ వాట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యాపెన్ నౌ. Now this is your turn to solve the problem which is on the board. Okay, so here a vehicle travels first 4 kilometers. A vehicle travels first 4 kilometers and again next 4 kilometers. Previously the first speed was how much? 5 kilometer per hour. The second speed is how much? So a vehicle travels 4 kilometers. Okay, 4 kilometers, how much speed it was? 3 kilometers per hour speed. And next 4 kilometers, it has traveled with a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. So by seeing only, we can decide that distances are going to be same in this case. So we write, we never think other option. We directly write that this is a case of harmonic mean. 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. 2 into 3 into 5 by 3 plus 5. Whatever you get, that is going to be the answer after calculation. Okay, na? Let us go for the next problem. Okay, this was already discussed by me in the previous class. So let us go for the next problem. So this was problem asking JEE mains, there is 2023, and the same problem was there in the NEET also. NEET lo kuda elanti problem e undindi. Okay, shocking thing is this year I have planned inshallah to get 160 కాదు 180 out of 180, at least one. At least one student should get 180 out of 180. I have planned in such a way that I am a mental fellow, you know, you have seen, I am a mental fellow. Because ఒకసారి పట్టు పడినా అనుకో వదిలేయండి. So and this year we have planned the target should be 700 plus, at least some student, one student also at least 700 plus. In crash course last 10 days we have holded some of the students peaks and not allowed them to go to house. This we will repeat for 3 months this year. Okay, January 15, January 15 syllabus will go complete. उसका जनवरों के सका मेहनत करना, जनवरी गया तो जनवरों के सका मेहनत करना, समझे ना? जनवरी ఫిబ్రవరి మార్చ్ లో ఏమి మార్చి జీవితం మార్చిపోతుంది ఏమంటారో తెలుగులో మారిపోతుంది, మార్చినాడు. ఓకే, తెలుగు ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్ దేర్. తెలుగులో చాలా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది మనం. ఓకే, సో హౌ డు యూ సాల్వ్ దిస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్? ఏ పర్సన్ ట్రావెల్స్ x distance and again next x distance. A person travels x distance with a speed v1 and next x distance with a speed v2. Then the relation between V1 and V2. So what is this? V. Average velocity is given as V here. So how to solve this problem? You all know V average is nothing but, what was the formula? Previously we have discussed D1 plus D2 by D1 by V1 plus D2 by V2, and we have taken D1 is equal to D2 is equal to D. So V average is equal to D plus D. So D by V1 plus D by V2. Just I am explaining once again. Otherwise, this is not the problem that you have to solve with again all these silly steps. You can directly write the final step. But as you are very chunnu munnu students coming first time without having any basic knowledge, so we have to understand each and every point here. So D common tiste numerator 1 plus 1. Again if you common out D, 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. Okay. So V average means according to the problem V average V has said DD cancel 2 divided by 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. So what will you do now here? So we will write this as V divided by 2, which is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. Make it reciprocal. Then you will get 2 by V is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. Yeah. Understood why I am saying now? So what is the correct option here? The correct option is B option. Otherwise, you need not write all these steps here. You can start from this step directly. You can start from this step. So V is equal to 2 by 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. So directly make it reciprocal. This 2 comes to numerator and 2 by V writes 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. That's it. So it's a previous year question asked in 2023. Now, okay, so that is over. This is over. Now let's go for the next question. This is a multiple case question here. Now, this is a try to understand this question. This is having, okay, it's a combination of, it is a combination of distance average speed plus time average speed. Rendu kalpi ichadu ikkada. Now just see, a particle moves in a straight line. A particle moves in a straight line. Cover half of the distance. Cover half of the distance with speed 6 meters per second, and remaining half of the distance, the other half of the distance is divided into equal times. Divided into equal times here again. This is time t, this is time t, and t by 2 and t by 2. Second half, okay, second part is again divided into 2 half times. It is given that this part is 9 meters per second and this part is going to be 15 meters per second. Hope you understood what I am saying now. Just try to understand. Once again, I am Chinchukodam started. Just see here how to solve this problem. First, divide this into exactly half distances. And the second part is giving you time average speed, and total part is giving you distance average speed. This was the latest question asked in 2024, 9th April shift 1. JEE means MSET అనుకున్నాను మళ్ళీ MSET లో ఇంత చిన్న క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగడమా, దాని MSET, దాని MSET. See here now. So time average speed, shortcut I will tell you. Shortcut I will tell you. So time average speed means just arithmetic mean average you have to find out. So 915 average means 9 plus 15 by 2. It is how much? 14 by 2, which is nothing but 7. So first part, if you consider, this is V1, which is how much? 6, and this is 12. Sorry. Entirely 9 plus, this is going to be 24, right? So 24 by 2, which is nothing but 12. So V1 now. Now this has been solved. Forget about that. Take simple case now. Half distance and half distance. First half distance, second half distance. This has been already solved here. First V is 6 and the second v is how much, which is 12. Now distance average speed is nothing but 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2, which is 2 into 6 into 12 by 6 plus 12. Hope you understood this one. Is it clear? Even though it is so confusing question, lengthy question, to understand this question it takes nearly 50 seconds or 30 seconds at least. You are a very fast reader. Okay, బాబు డాడీ వచ్చాడా చూడు ఒకసారి ఎందుకు వచ్చాడు. Hope you understood this one. Clear? Okay. So if it is clear, okay, this is very important now. This is going to be level 2 question here. బాబు చెప్పు బాబు, వెళ్ళి బాబు వెళ్ళి బాబు. బాబు లాక్ చేసేది కొంచెం. ఓకే, సో ఏ ట్రైన్ starts from rest, accelerates uniformly up to with a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, and time taken is t, and now it has traveled, and for time taken is 3t. It moves with a constant speed. A constant speed, we don't know what is that constant speed. Understood? Okay, and time is given. The average speed of the train for this duration of the journey. By seeing this, you will get confused 100%. But the simple logic is the basic knowledge which will work here. What is the basic knowledge is required to solve the problem? Okay, so to solve the problem, you should have a basic knowledge that V average is nothing but D1 plus D2 divided by T1 plus T2. This is the basic knowledge, basic formula. GF panikosthundi appudu girlfriend panikosthundi. General formula is helping you. ఉంది ఎవరైనా? ఎందుకంటే గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ అంటేనే ముత్యాలు రాలిపోతుంది. వద్దురా నాయనా, ఉంటారు చిన్నపిల్లలకి, వాళ్ళకేం తెలియదు కదా, ఎవరితో వెళ్తే వాళ్ళతో ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ చేసుకుంటారు. తర్వాత తెలిసేది భయంకరమైన విషయం ఉంది దీంట్లో అని. భయంకరమైన సత్యాలు బయట తెలిసినప్పుడు అమ్మ బాబోయ్ వద్దు నాయనా, నేను క్షమించి నేను అన్ని కాలు మొక్కుతానైనా, ఇప్పుడు చాలా చేయండి నైనా, నైనా కొట్టదే ఎడగొడుతుంది, చూడు పుస్తకానికి ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది, గడపడానికి ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది, అడి వద్దే. అవునా కదా? సియర్ నాకు కొంచెం ఓవర్ అయిపోయినట్టుంది కదా, చూద్దాం, తగ్గిద్దాం. సి, సో ఫస్ట్ వి గాట్ v1, నెక్స్ట్ వి గాట్ v2, బట్ మన దగ్గర వి వాంట్ L by. ఓకే, సో వి వాంట్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఆర్ టైమ్స్. మనకి ఏం కావాలి? డిస్టెన్స్ కావాలి, టైమ్స్ కావాలి. సో హౌ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్? సీ హియర్. సో ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ కేస్, ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ కేస్, you can find out the distance here. S1, how will you find out? S1 is nothing but ut plus half at square. U is 0. He said in the problem it is 0. And S1 is nothing but half a into t. Into t, can you write? Half at square can be taken as a into t into t. Okay, so what is the help of this? You know v is equal to u plus at in the first case. So u was 0, v can be taken as at. So I can write this as half into v into t. With this I will get half. V is given 80 into t. So it was 40t. S1 నాకు వచ్చేసింది 40t అని. Then what is S2? S2 also same formula we read. S is equal to ut plus half at square. But in the first distance, first part is 0. In the second distance, second part is 0 because v is going to be constant. Sorry, v is going to be constant means a is going to be 0. It moves, okay, with a constant speed another. When the speed is constant, acceleration is 0. So first part, if you observe, in the second part, if you observe, we have taken the same formulas. But in the first part is going to be 0. In the second formula, second part is going to be 0. So you'll find out S2 is equal to u. U means what? ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ ఎంత స్పీడ్ తో వచ్చింది, 80 km/h స్పీడ్ తో వచ్చింది ఇది వరకు. సో ఇట్ విల్ కంటిన్యూ విత్ ద సేమ్ స్పీడ్. Understood what I'm saying now? This speed it will continue constantly. So we got this as 80 into second time was how much, 3t into 3t. So how much is going to be, 3 8s are 24, 240t. Hope you understood now. Hope you understood now. So what is our general formula? V average is equal to d1 plus d2 by t1 plus t2. So d1 is 40t, was 40t, and d2 is how much, 240t, 240t, and t1 plus t2 is how much, t plus 3t. Total distances, total times, it is going to be how much, 280t divided by 4t, tt gets cancelled, 4 7s 28, 4z. This is going to be your answer. Hope you understood this problem. Okay, this was one of the toughest problem of your JEE mains. Okay, average velocity tough అడగకుంటే ఇంతకంటే టఫ్ ఏం అడుగుతాడు ఇంకా చెప్పు. ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వ్ చేయడం ఇంత ఈజీగా సాల్వ్ చేసినా కానీ టఫ్ ఏ ప్రాబ్లం మాత్రం. ఓకే, సో హోప్ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్ దిస్ వన్. Is it clear? Okay. Understood? Now, let us go for the next model. Let us go for the next model here. See, A, B, B, C, C, D. Okay, AB, BC, CD are same segments అన్నాడు. Okay, object moves with speed v1 in the first case, v2 in the second case, v3 in the third case, and he has said that AD is going to be 3 times of AB, means this is d by 3, this is d by 3, and this is d by 3 indirectly. D by 3, D by 3, D by 3. So without solving, you can write the answer as this, because we have already solved this problem. It's a case of triplet. Okay, this is the case. Understood? D by 3 plus D by 3, D by 3, D by 3 is going to be this one. Okay na? Solve చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఉందా మళ్ళీ? Not necessary. Okay, good. Now this one. So see this one. A person traveling in a straight line moves with a uniform velocity. Straight line moves with a uniform velocity. It's a distance x with velocity v1 and with uniform velocity v2 in 2/3 of a distance. Distance x with velocity. Okay, and for next 2/3 of a distance, okay, v2 2/3 of a distance, two-third of an x, v1, if v1 is 5 meters per second, the average velocity of the motion, v average కూడా ఇచ్చేసాడు, ఎంత అది 50/7 ఇచ్చాడు. A person traveling in a straight line moves in uniform velocity v1, the distance x, and with a velocity for the next 2/3 of a distance. X next 2/3 అంటే ఎంత 2/3 అది, దేంట్లో 2/3 ఇలా చూద్దాం. two-third of a distance అంటున్నారు కదా. v2 ఎంత అంటున్నాడు, average velocity. So v average d1 plus d2 by t1 plus t2. So d1 plus d2 This is d1 by v1 plus d2 by v2. క్వశ్చన్ ఏందో నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు. 2/3 ఆఫ్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఏంది? 2/3 ఆఫ్ ఎక్సా 2/3 ఆఫ్ వైయా ఏందో ఏం అర్థం కావట్లేదు. సర్లే, if you take this d1 as 1/3 of a total distance and d2 as 2/3 of a total distance, okay, so let us see what's going to happen. V average is equal to d1 అంటే ఎంత? d by 3 of x, d2 అంటే ఎంత? So what is this? 2x, 2 by 3 terms of x, which is nothing but v1 plus, so d1 అంటే మళ్ళీ d by 3 times of x plus 2 by 3, sorry, d by 3 and x by 3 కదా, x by 3, 2x by 3, this is also x by 3, 2x by 3 divided by v1, 2 by 3 of x divided by v2, so x by 3 కామన్ తీస్తే 1 plus 2, ఇక్కడ కూడా x by 3 కామన్ తీస్తే how much? 1 by v1 plus 2 by v2, so x by 3 కామన్ తీసేస్తే సో పైన 3 వచ్చింది, డివైడెడ్ బై ఎల్సిఎం ఎంత? v1 v2, సో దిస్ ఈస్ v2 ప్లస్ 2 టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ v1, సో ఫస్ట్ ఏం రాయొచ్చు? v1 రాయొచ్చు ప్లస్ 2 టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ v2 రాయొచ్చు, సరే 2 టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ v1, 2v1 ప్లస్ v2 వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ, బికాస్ క్రాస్ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ కదా, v2 2v1, సో 2v1 ఫస్ట్ వస్తాం ఆర్డర్ ప్రకారం, సో యువర్ ఫార్ములా ఇస్ 3v1 v2 by 2v1 plus v2, so this is your formula you're getting now. So once you get this as the formula, okay, V average formula is ready now, 3v1 v2 by 2v1 plus v2, so V average is how much? 50 by 7, what ఇచ్చాడు? సో 50 by 7, 3 into v1, v1 ఏమని ఇచ్చాడా? 5 ఇచ్చాడు, 3 into 5 into v2 తెలియదు, సో 2 into 5 plus v2, సో 50 by 7, 3 5s are 15, 15 v2, 2 5s are 10 plus v2, సో క్రాస్ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ చేసి v2 కనుక్కోవాలా. ఓకే, చేస్తుండండి. తర్వాత see here now, a car covers a distance AB with the first 1/3 with velocity v1 and the second 1/3 with velocity v2 and the third 1/3 with velocity v3, so ikkada v1 ante 11, v2 2 times of v1 ante 2 into 11 which is 22 meters per second, ఇది 11 meters per second, v3 ante enta? v3 means 3 times of v1, so 3 into 11 33, okay, find the average speed. You all know the formula in the three cases is 3v1 v2 by 3v1 v2 v3 divided by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 v1, so if you substitute all the values here we get the final answer. Okay, so these are all models we have discussed today. Now I'll give some of the models on the board. Okay, you should be in a position to solve these models. Okay, that's it.